Welcome back. This time we're in my kitchen where there's some better lighting. It's dark outside and the rest of my place looks like a tomb. So here we are with some Thursday boots. When I uploaded my PTR 32 video, I was like, holy shit, it's been 7 months since I've uploaded a video. So I decided I'll just upload a couple more and I'll try to keep that going and actually give you some content for whoever's interested out there. Because 7 months was a long time, holy shit. But anyways, we got some Thursday boots. Thursday is not a new company, but it's not an old company either. They are designed in New York, I guess, and made in Mexico. For the money, you can't get a better boot, in my opinion. I don't like any of their boots, really, honestly, except for the Explorer boots, which I have right here. A lot of their other boots look like they have a skinny toe box with more of a point towards the toe, which is not my thing. These are supposed to be like a all-terrain boot. I'll go from the top to bottom, I guess. This is all leather. It's made out of their rugged and resilient leather. It's supposed to be rugged and resilient, obviously, and it's going to give you a decent amount of protection against water. Water should just bead right off of it. It's got a ton of oil in it. It's more of a nubuck leather. It's not suede. And you got your leather on the outside, and then you have another layer of leather on the inside. So it's very comfortable. It's very soft. It's kind of thick, but you don't feel that thickness. It's so comfortable. It's all leather on the inside, even though, let's see, a lot of brands will, with this pad here, they'll make the boot out of leather, but they'll make this pad out of something else, which is stupid. This is leather, actually. So down here where your foot goes, that's all leather too. If I can get the camera to focus. There you go. These are a size 10. Boots seem to run a little bit larger in a lot of brands, and Thursdays does have a little size guide on their website. I wear a 10.5 in pretty much every other shoe, like Vans and Nikes, and their size guide set me up with a 10, and that seemed to work out perfectly. It fits like a glove. These are the most comfortable boots I have from like day one. Super comfy. Never had a single issue with any kind of pain or discomfort at all. All the stitching is nice. There's nothing missed, there's nothing out of line, there's nothing wrong really. I don't like these speed laces here because they're just too intricate. They're not standard speed laces, and honestly they are more like slow you down laces. I wish they would have just kept the holes going up to the side here. The tongue is not gusseted on the side, so about all the way down to right here, water and debris can get into the sides of the tongue. If you're into going into super deep puddles or super deep snow with these or anything, but I don't really plan on doing that. So I haven't had any issues there. This tongue has never gone to like one side or the other while I'm wearing it, which a lot of cheaper boots seem to do. Now this pad here is a little thick. It's not too thick. I wear skinny jeans, so my jeans just go right into there. But if you do wear jeans like that could go over this, you probably have to wear like maybe boot cut or something, just because it is a little thicker up top. Then around the bottom here, we have a 360-degree Goodyear welt, and the welt is actually made out of leather rather than plastic, like on a lot of boots are, or cheaper boots. Plastic will kind of crack over time, and they're a pain in the ass to have to replace because a cobbler basically has to cut out a whole new one out of leather. These are already leather, and as long as they're oiled and maintained, they should last a long time. They have a Vibram or Vibram sole, however you pronounce that. So with this combination, the Goodyear welt, it's a storm welt, keeps water from getting in between your upper and your sole, and also stitches the upper onto the fucking can't remember what that is. You can kind of see like what it's stitched down onto right here. There's a little rubber insole, midsole, I don't know what it's called. But yeah, if you ever wear out your soles, you can get them resoled quite easily by a cobbler with these boots, which is a major plus. Because leather, if you maintain it and keep it in good condition, it lasts a long time, it breaks in, it looks nice, gets a lot of character. Then when your soles wear out, you just throw on a new pair and you keep your nice looking boots, or maybe they're crappy looking, but that fits your style, so you can keep that rather than buying a new pair of shiny ones. Not that these would ever be shiny. These are a little dirty, actually. Just wore these all around the Ritzen Gardens if you are familiar with the Omaha area. So I wanted to point out, for half the price, you get Palladiums, which I like a lot. These are leather uppers, rubber lowers. They're just glued on. The soles are glued onto the upper. There's no stitching or anything like that. So once these soles are done, you pretty much have to get rid of your boot, because the sole goes up all the way around here, around this toe here. So there's probably not a cobbler in the world that's going to resole these, or even if they, I don't know if they could. Just a single piece of leather and canvas on the inside as well. There's no shank. There is a steel shank in the Thursdays. So these are more like these are a lighter boot, and they feel more like a shoe. They are unisex, so I think that means that when a company makes unisex shoes or something like that, they might be more available just because they don't have to make specific amounts of men or women's. But if you do find a pair of Palladium boots that you do like, I recommend just buying them right there, because it seems like once they run out, they don't make another batch, or they don't make the same exact batch. They kind of switch up the styles a little bit. So Palladium's like always changing, it seems like. And that was half the price of the Thursdays. But for double the price of the Thursdays, you could get Wolverine 1000 Miles. These are a little bit nicer. It's a lot stiffer leather. A little bit more fancy, I guess. These are double the price, but I think you're paying a lot for the name, though. Not that these boots are bad at all by any means. They're great boots, but the Thursdays, you're getting a lot more. These don't have any steel shank in them. You can get different soles. I went with just the leather sole just because I wanted these for like a nicer occasion. And it looks cool too. And these are not as comfortable. They do have cork to cushion your foot and to mold to your foot to give you more comfort. But that's going to take a long time to break that in. Whereas the Thursdays, you just get them right away, half the price. You really can't beat these. Super nice brand. They make cowboy boots now, if that's what you're into. Not so much me. But that's really all I got to say about them. I got the PTR 9 CT here. Got this sweet Surefire rail up here. You don't see those very often, and you don't really see them anywhere actually. So very nice. 10 out of 10, recommend.